In terms of differentiating, why restrict to the main coins only? Why are you not going to have a segment for altcoins also? And I'm assuming that means on the platform. Maybe you can touch on that.
Sure. If the person was referring to the token sale, that's really just for logistical reasons and the fact that it becomes difficult, plus volatility. There's a lot of volatility in the normal coin and token market, say Bitcoin, say Ethereum, where we could receive contributions at a 900 euro per Ethereum, and tomorrow it's at 600, and obviously we take that hit initially. Altcoins can be more volatile. But for the token sale, obviously we stick to the top 5. I assume, though, you're right, we're talking about the exchange. So that's actually somewhat inaccurate because we are going to expand to many, many other coins, tokens, and altcoins. The way the rollout will work is this. So the beta rollout for the exchange is scheduled for the end of March, right around the time that our main token sale ends. We will have the top 5 guaranteed. Why is that? Well, we already have them built into the token sale platform. That token sale platform will basically morph into our wallet platform once we open the exchange. So that's a given. So sometime between day 1 and day 30, we will have the top 10 and then the top 20 coins or tokens by market cap from CoinMarketCap. So we will work. Now, the reason why there's not an exact date there is because of this. It's a beta launch. So usually when you launch a beta launch, you don't launch all feature sets because obviously you want to test. And if you launch 35 feature sets into a platform on a beta, not a good idea, because to get to the actual production launch, it's going to take 3 to 5 times longer because you're going to have too many bugs to track initially. And if you have one bug in one side, that bug could translate into bugs across other services. So you want to make sure that you condense as much as possible. So that's why 5 coins. But if our alpha launch is able to basically get rid of most of the bugs, or when I say bugs, I don't mean serious bugs. What I mean is a UI issue. Maybe you click on a button, it doesn't lead somewhere. Maybe you enter in 10 on the platform, and for some reason you're buying 0.1, etc. So those things, if we get through those in the alpha, which I suspect we'll get through most of them, then we may have the top 20 coins from day 1. We may have time to, because before we list something, I want to be able to have the wallet ready. I want people to be able to deposit and withdraw on those tokens or altcoins as well. One, because if we list the coin, the people behind that coin or altcoin need to actually provide liquidity to the platform. Well, they don't need to. It's optimal, though. So if we list an altcoin, if they can put 10 million or 5 million of their altcoins into a margin deposit on our exchange, that means it's liquid. That means it's not illiquid. That means that the price may actually rise on the exchange rather than fall if the demand is there. Or even if there's some supply, some sellers, it wouldn't just fall immediately because there's actually liquidity there. So those things take time. So the schedule puts us out to 20. Once we get to the top 20, we basically open up a vetting and a voting mechanism. So people will be able to vote, and people will be able to come in and ask for their token or altcoin or coin to be listed, and we will vet these. So our exchange will basically have 3 tiers: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Right? So tier 1 will be a market cap of X minimum, and it has to be vetted, meaning that we're going to go through a process to make sure that there's stability. We're going to check volatility. We're going to check all other exchanges. We're going to check liquidity on the market. We're going to make sure that listing this coin is not going to be detrimental to the coin itself based on the liquidity in the market. Okay? Nobody's really doing that now. There's really no price discovery in the market. When we talk about bringing a bit of maturity to the market, that's kind of part of it. Then tier 2 would be a market cap of, let's say, Y, also vetted. Tier 3 would be either, we're kind of debating this right now, either unvetted, or it would just be coins that just came on the market, really no market cap whatsoever. And then we may also have an unvetted tier. So we will eventually have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of altcoins, tokens, and coins. That's the goal. We also will have an ICO Express platform, which obviously every ICO that gets listed there, or anybody that uses the smart contract creation tool, whether they're tokenizing an ICO or an asset, it's going to get listed on the exchange. It may also get listed on the ETCF platform that we have. So these things will take time. You don't want to put 300 assets on a new exchange day 1.
Yeah.
You don't. Look, for liquidity reasons, every single one of those will crash. It just doesn't make sense, even for the actual coins themselves.